Give y'all a minute to come on in. Come on in. Oh, goodness. Give y'all a little second. Give y'all a little second. Hey, collective. If this your first time visiting my channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I go live. Hey, is that Shelly? Hey, how you been? I ain't seen you in a minute. I can't complain. How you been? I hope all is well. Okay, y'all know I either start at 2:22 or when I get my first person come in, so that means I can start, huh? I lock the doors to any spell work, any death spells, beauty spells, financial spells, fertility spells, illusion, confusion, delusion, all that BS. I unlock the doors to positivity, prosperity, abundance, goodwill, good health, good wealth, good service, and creativity, okay? All praises. All right, you like the download that I was getting, all of these people. I mean, y'all had a lot of people working up against y'all. When I say when you get back and go through the recall from all the haters from your past, y'all know when those y'all remember those movies when they come and replay certain things, take you through your life and certain things, and they show you certain things. Your ancestors gonna take you through this journey so you can see just how many people came up against you from your past. You just continue to stay, you continue to stay present. Don't worry too much about your future. Leave people back in the past, because this is what I'm seeing. People was attacking the old you. You got a lot of people that's in competition with the old you. You not even there no more. Like new doors is opening for you. It don't matter what it look like. uh do whatever you do spiritually, protect yourself. If that's praying, whatever you do spiritually, protect yourself, amp it up, because I feel as though somebody trying to send certain look conflict. Five and Nines is a lot of people that just been sending you conflict spells and stuff. Okay, want you to fight and battle with them. This is what this is, this conflict starting drama with you. The people that really went back into your past. Oh, you ain't like her in first grade. Oh, you ain't like him in second grade. You ain't there no more. Whatever this, you see this? Yeah, and you got Emperor out here. People could be starting some type of conflict with you about this Emperor energy. You got an Emperor energy out here. Okay. You see, this same Emperor that's sitting right here on this throne, right here with a child. This could be a father figure, or it can just be somebody that holds some type of authority. Okay. A lot of this came about because the authority that you hold masculine. Okay. This masculine energy, you could have it could be some feminine energies that's fighting over you. Okay. It depends on who y'all are. Y'all know some people like that. Some people ain't got time for it. But I'm feeling like as a whole, you see all this crowd, somebody is really putting on the show. Somebody can share a child with somebody or something, but somebody is really putting on the show. To the point people don't know who the fool. But you walk away from certain things, collective, and you let people sit there and form whatever illusion, start whatever confusion, whatever it is, let them sit there. Because like me personally, I felt that like the last couple of days, I've been feeling like people been spiritually attacking me and stuff. One thing about this, when I knew I turned this camera my way, I knew it was gonna be stuff coming out the woodworks. But I don't live a life where I have to be ashamed. I never said I was perfect. So it's nothing nobody can really hop up here and try to drag me from the north to the south, because I don't live my life in a way that I gotta go and walk a mile of shame. You get what I'm saying? So that you can resonate with that collective. It could be people like from the past. You don't know these people. They don't know the new you. Some of y'all ain't lonely. Y'all loners. Some of y'all could have hung with everybody, back in the day, that old you, or that person that really didn't fully know who they are. You could have wanted to be with the crowd. Some of y'all done cut off friends, family, and everybody. So should nobody even be speaking on you because you don't deal with nobody. But that's what they do. People will try you more when you stay to yourself. You will be surprised how many enemies you make, and you don't even be dealing with nobody, because your name just hold. People love to speak your name. For some reason, someone feel as though they get some type of thrill out of speaking on you. But all them weapons that they farm physically or with their mouth or spiritually, they got to pay for that, because you're protected. So all the illusions that people done created around your name, all of the lies, all of the narrative to control things. When one fall, they all falling. And I feel like a lot of people, Humpty already fell off the damn wall. And their time is coming because of the things and how far that they went to put you in some type of harm's way. They got to pay for that. So it's a whole lot of conflict and confusion because of your authority. Okay, this the emperor, masculine or feminine. Because some of y'all feminines, y'all had to get in y'all emperor energy because of the attack. You can't sit and be in your feminine energy and people is throwing rocks and shooting at you, all types of stuff. How you get straight into defense mode, just like a masculine. We are back. You see this black and white, dark, light, um, masculine, feminine, yin, yang, whatever you want to say. But some of y'all always been a nice person. But that niceness, you see what that got you? People trying to run over you. People thinking they could talk about you because you always was the one to be nice to people. So when you start putting your foot down, oh, you masculine, you too aggressive. If you had people shooting at you, if you had people throwing rocks at you, you would be, what, you gonna sit up there and curl up like a punk? Nah, you gonna pull some of your masculine energy and you gonna defend yourself. So if anybody sit up there feminines and make you feel as though you too masculine for somebody because you're defending yourself, you let people stay over there, because a real man gonna defend. They're gonna defend, and some men defend women that's not even theirs, because it's in their nature. It's in their nature. Don't never let nobody make you feel as though you're not a woman. You know what's in between your legs. That you're not a woman because you put your defense up, because so many people coming up against you. And I can vouch for it. I always been a nice person, but these last couple years of my life, I have really had to tap into my masculine energy. Just how much people have thrown at me, turn people, they turn these gang stalkings, these smear campaign, they turn communities against you, turn your family against you. Your family be working with people who don't like you cut off all your friends because you realize that they was associates, they were frenemies. If one person, if you saying no or you standing up for yourself can turn a group of people away from you, them was not your people. And it's not that hard to do, because people will do anything for clout and money. They used to say, um, money is the root of all evil. These days, clout. People too lazy to get up and build for themselves. So they'll try to trash you to fit into the crowd. They're too lazy to, come up with something. Some people don't even like you because you can tap into your emperor energy. You more, what they say, you got more heart than they daddy did. Because a real man ain't gonna sit back and let nobody just attack a feminine energy, and then everybody ain't crazy. You picking up on the things people doing to you. They was forming weapons to go up against you, to hit you in the worst way. And they it was very strategized. This disrespect was planned out. Oh, we're gonna get a smear campaign. We're gonna get everybody to bleed us last. So when it's time for somebody to defend collective, we're gonna turn everybody against them. You see all this conflict, we're gonna turn everybody against them. So when we start attacking them, well, everybody will be on the train to do it. And that will bring masculine energy out of you. How could you sit and be in feeling secure and you got whole communities, whole groups, organizations coming up against you? You ain't even got time to be doing your nails and stuff because you don't know when you're gonna have to defend yourself. And that's what they were doing. Conflict, sending people up to form alliances to go up against you while people sat in the back and watched. Called you crazy, called you all this stuff. You get what I'm saying? But they was forming an alliance to go up against you. You see, all them people just sitting there watching while they fight. Lies, smear campaign. You had to put your stores up. You had to put on all black some days to go and protect yourself. Because if you didn't, who was going to do it? They done turn everybody against you to make you look a certain way. But it brought the warrior energy out of you because you stood for yourself. These people been wanted you to fall for anything. And everybody who worked up against them fell for the lies, fell for all this. You don't turn back. A lot of people was waiting. Y'all have friends and certain people that was waiting to not like you. They ain't like you in the beginning. If they joined the movement to go against you, they ain't like you in the beginning, baby. I'm just telling you. And trust me, I'm a survivor of the gang stalking. People been doing shit for me for years. People been doing certain things for me for years. Well, I had to cut everybody off. Everybody. To the point should nobody even be speaking on my name because ain't nobody been in my life to know what I'm going through. Because I don't talk to nobody. I go state to state. Once I leave here, I'm somewhere else. That's how bad it got. You can't even sit and be comfortable in a home that you bought for yourself. That's how bad it got. And sometimes it ain't nobody running you away. It's just you just protecting your peace. You just walking away. Like I let you have that. Because when it come down to it, they beefing with themselves. They beefing with themselves, collective. And you continue to protect your energy. Y'all not in this alone. Y'all not in this alone. I'm just letting you know, yeah, people having a tower. People sat there and celebrated tower moments in your life. Your downfalls, laughed about your downfalls and certain things trying to block your shine. You see this big table right here? You prepared that table. You prepared that table, but look, ain't nobody there. Look, this was in the light always gonna shine on you. The light gonna go where you go because you a real light. You hold that lantern. You was showing people out of darkness, but they wanted to stay in darkness. Somebody could have dibbled in the dark arts to go up against you. You see, you stop eating, you stop going to celebrations or gatherings. You see, and people wonder why some of y'all just stay to yourself. I'd rather eat by myself than to eat with my enemy or eat with a foe. I eat by myself. And some people, was trying to make it seem like they fed you. They the reason for your growth. They the reason for the Most High is. All right. Is my mic still on? Yeah, my mic still on. Yeah, it's some tower moments coming from people from everything that they chose to do to you, collective. Yeah, like they didn't. Someone could be going to jail. Somebody can be in jail. The bar, you. It's your goals. You focusing on your goals, collective. What is that one song? Living my life like it's gold and Jill Scott. Somebody can like Jill Scott. But you see, you focusing on your goals. Somebody can be in jail. Somebody can be in jail that did something to you. And I'm picking up people can still be doing stuff and they incarcerated. They got too much time on their hands. But they still thinking about how they can block you. You going through a whole rebirth. Some of y'all doing your health. You really tapping in. Yeah, these was the secrets. People wanted to keep all these secrets. All these secrets is being exposed with the moon in reverse. Whoever was sitting up there doing moon magic or something on you, I feel like Oya protects you with this blue energy. That blue has a whole lot to do with your throat chakra. People didn't want you to speak. Some of y'all, it's your spiritual origin. Okay, it's a difference. Your spiritual origin, which with your ancestors, certain things, it's something significant about your spirituality. People took your spirituality as a joke. It's something significant about your spiritual origin, not where you come from on this physical realm, but it's something about your spiritual origin. You got the keys to keep going spiritually. It's a spiritual world. See, people didn't want us tap into that spiritual world. You got through in the spiritual world. That's why your ancestors got you. You passed the test. That's why you had to sit to yourself. You had to be in isolation and solitude by choice, not by because who didn't want to mess with me or who didn't invite me. Because it's some of the things that was saving you, not going certain places, involving yourself in certain things. Y'all have fake friends that was straggling the fence. You see that fence in reverse. Y'all had to see how fake friends and certain people was on your journey, all types of stuff. And if you didn't go and pull back, you wouldn't have seen this. Because people pay in your face, mask who they truly are. But you're not in this alone, collective. The ball is in your court. Yeah, they were trying to leave you out in the cold. People got amusement out of doing certain things to you in secrecy. You see, it's the winter. Some could be significant about the winter time. Oh, it's gonna be a cold winter. Some of y'all get back in y'all books. I'm picking up the coldest winter ever, the coldest summer ever. Was it the coldest winter ever? Y'all know my little book clubs. Where my book club people at? Some of them old books we used to read. Like you couldn't this, and I picked that up before, collective. A lot of people try to rage war against you, but you don't do certain. You don't. Your life is different. Some of y'all can literally sit there and read books, or some like me. I don't really be all into TV. I be late with some of the TV shows and stuff. I be watching stuff that probably came out 4 years ago. I'm just watching Star. And that's old. You get what I'm saying? I don't stay programmed to what's coming out this week? What's coming out this week? Because I feel as though that's another way to program you. See, a lot of people want to live this lifestyle. They program to another person's reality. That's not your reality. A lot of people want to live their life through what other people see. That's why you was me too. I'm old. I just like the one I was getting done was Our Kind of People. That was a book though. That's why I remember it. Our Kind of People, stuff like that. But I don't program myself to what's coming on this week. I don't never they are you see you could tell the mind frame people and when you meet people and certain like no shade to nobody, but I didn't even know what a baddie was. And like, did you watch baddies? Or I'm like, oh what? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't program my vision to the TV or other people's reality. It's like one reality show. I like Married to Medicine because I'm in the medical field. You know what I'm saying? I'm an entrepreneur in the medical field. But I don't program myself to like the last reality show that I probably watched was season whatever somebody. And certain people is because I probably followed their journey years before. You know what I'm saying? But I've never been a follower. No shade. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Leo 3 placements. Sun, moon, and another placement. Like that's when people do moon magic on me. It always be illuminated. I don't mind telling people my birth chart. I got my sun is in Leo and my moon is in Leo. So all the secrets that people try to do, they're always going to be exposed to me just because how my triangular placements is in my birth chart. And I didn't even really pick up on that until I had a spiritual encounter with a spiritualist, a real medicine woman. Not what they all on YouTube doing, you know, to like I really had the boots on the ground meeting certain people, you know? But that's the thing. All these weapons that they formed against you is not going to prosper. Like they really about to see everything that they done to you is going to be illuminated. So check your moon placements. Check your Pluto too, because I picked that up too. Like Pluto, check your Pluto placement. I went to a poetry lounge, you guys. I'm gonna give y'all a little I'm gonna give y'all story times in the middle of the readings, and y'all can probably resonate. Some of y'all can like poetry. I always had like a poetic something to me. You get what I'm saying? But I never went into it like, oh, I'm about to be I always it's just certain things. It's different ways that you can express yourself through the arts. It's different ways you can be an artist, not only going to be a rapper or stuff like that. It's different ways you can express yourself with your artistic expression. That's why a whole lot of people didn't like and came for y'all too, because your creativity. If they will tap in and stop having sex with everybody, stop being in everybody's face and really tap in and take their self-love, self-care journey seriously, they will tap into what they supposed to be doing too. They wouldn't be sitting up here feeding off of you. And a lot of people was feeding off of your energy. You get what I'm saying? Your sacral chakra being in alignment. Some people use the chakra system, but it's like your spiritual origin. You got to know where you at mentally. There's a lot of people that ain't even healed their sacral or their root chakra energy to even tap into certain things that you tapped into. So don't never feel as though you losing this battle, because it can look a certain way on the physical end, but on the spiritual end, baby, you high ranking, you way up there, you in your Christ consciousness, you have met your higher self. See, people be sitting up there thinking that they're beating you to wins and certain stuff. You just getting you going through this journey to get to your higher self, so you can tap into your high priestess energy, so you can hear directly from God. You didn't need a third party. A whole lot of the churches and a whole lot of things is coming to the ones that was built on sick and sand, they falling because they didn't hold they end of the stick. Some of y'all pulling out of religion just because you going on a spiritual path. That doesn't mean God ain't walking with you. You really closer because you cut a third party off. And not saying that y'all need to pull out of church, but when you see that a whole lot of stuff was built up off of cult like activity, and people, oh, I put my daughter in, I put my son in, and they scratch my back, I scratch yours, and people that really doing the work, and people never see how much you done grown spiritually. That's when certain people got to get checked on certain stuff. It's certain people that got privilege passes. And sometimes certain y'all life got to be a little harder because your testimony is different. Your testimony is so different. So all them weapons that they was forming, getting in their groups, going back, trying to put you on the old era of life. People sit up here with smear campaigns, go talking to people you don't even talk to no more. Like, I don't know you. I ain't talked to the dang old person since middle school or elementary. You know, when we used to wear jellies. So y'all remember Melissa's. Y'all remember the Melissas, the jelly sandals. Like you ain't like you don't even talk to people. Like people literally was beefing with that old you. They don't know people ain't even been in your life to even get to know this new person. So you don't never take it to the heart that people doing certain things to trigger you because they just want to prove a point that you ain't done the work. But long as your ancestors and the Most High know you stand for them, you don't care what nobody say. So let them continue to make their slingshots, pull their toolie, whatever the hell they doing. Ain't nothing gonna touch you because they was playing with your life. That's why the ancestors had to step in, because there's only so much you're gonna sit back and take. You ain't got to keep on turning the other cheek to people. I'm not saying you got to go and be violent towards people, but you just turn away. The things that you can walk away from, walk away. When people so-called try to hold you, I don't know if they use holding to steal y'all I'm sure my age. But when people try to degrade you and certain stuff, let that shit be, collective. Let it be. Let it be, because at this point in time, you ain't proving nothing to nobody. You about to get a whole preview of your new life, because you going through a rebirth. Happy birthday, Scorpios. Scorpio is the death card. You had to put an ending to people. People thought that they was going to put an ending to you. This was a new beginning for you. And a whole lot of people ain't going to like it. People going to wish they would have treated you better when they see the abundance that the Most High about to open these doors for you. And you ain't sitting with foes. Anybody that was an enemy behind your back and didn't protect you when you wasn't around, they ain't going on this journey with you. They ain't going. They can't. They can't. They're restricted. Yeah, all these secrets and certain things people was doing moon magic. Look, you out there dancing. Some of y'all out there dancing by yourself. That don't mean just because you don't dance and wanna dance and do all certain shit like everybody else, don't mean you ain't got no rhythm. You just dance to your own beat. Some of y'all private dancers, huh? So your own to your significant other, whatever you do. You ain't got to be all out there, like, don't let nobody define who you are. So whatever weapons that they form, if it's coming attacking your confidence, whatever these secrets is, a lot of stuff gonna be exposed. There's a whole lot of them one thinking about no spiritual journey until you went on one. That's why your guards is up out here with this Ace of Nines. You street smart, book smart, and spiritually smart. You a triple threat. Street, book, and spiritual. Okay? You know when to be in the house that y'all just stand out at the dark and certain things like that. You know how to protect yourself. But don't let nobody size you up. Don't let nobody size you up, baby. Because you see that crow right there? What they say, yeah, the crow is the only bird that try to, jump. You gonna fly. You gonna fly high. What they say, the crow try to jump on the ego back, and then the more the ego go on a higher go higher up, elevate up, the crow fall down because he can't breathe when you get further up there. So you got a whole lot of people that was trying to ride your back, and you just kept soaring. You just kept going further spiritually, up, 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 and they fell down. They can't go that. They can't go up there with you. They sitting there poking you in your back, doing stuff behind your back, and the more you elevate, the more people gonna fall off because they was your pros. It was death to the old you, and you in Scorpio energy. Scorpio symbolized the death card. You had to put an ending. You have funerals spiritually for people in your head. They don't have access to you. They can't go in this chapter. And whatever you went through, that was just a chapter of your life. Thanks for the balance, collective. 7-7. Okay, the more, daughter of baskets. Look, and always stay grounded. Okay, stay grounded. You see lavender, that's good for, like, if y'all was going through grief, trying to stay calm, because a whole lot of people was triggering you. They wanted to trigger you. They had to find your trigger so to make you look a certain way around certain people, because it pretty much was justifying how they was treating you in the background. Oh, I told you collective had road rage. I told you collective was crazy. I told you she can't be friends with nobody. I told you he was this. I told you. That's all because somebody was trying to control the narrative of your life. They didn't want you to see how much you grew. Sitting up here doing mirror magic, conflict spells. See, some people was trying to follow you on this spiritual journey, and they didn't know where the spiritual journey take you. The spirit self-love, self-care journey takes you to your higher self. You meet yourself. You have to look at that man or that woman in the mirror. You have to water yourself. A lot of people came into agreements, we're not going to water collective. Okay, we're not going to support collective. We're going to try to make collective as a joke. We're going to laugh at collective. But you start what? You start watering yourself, because what was you doing? Drinking your water, minding your business, drinking your coffee, maintaining your business, whatever it is. See, this is the worst thing, to be throwing darts, burning somebody else's house up and don't realize your own house on fire. And a whole lot of these people about to realize that they was throwing cocktails through your damn house, and their house was getting burnt down to the ground too. And they sit up there laughing, collective homeless, collective house on fire, collective, and turned around, they ain't had shit left. You got to be careful, I'm telling you. And that could be significant. Somebody could have tried to burn y'all house down or something. Or they thought they was the big bad wolf huffing their puff and blow the house down type something. Okay, but collective. This coming out again. Look, you just your goals. Okay? Your goals. That's what you focused on. Y'all, you cut people off. If this is not serving you, look, some of y'all little book clubbers. Hey, my book clubbers. Some of y'all, or if y'all not in a book club, y'all can join my book club. What's today? Tomorrow, 11/11. I'm gonna try to have the finishing touches on my website. You go, oh, okay, yeah, I got one more day. I got one more day. See, I'll be putting deadlines to the things that I say I'm doing. So I said 11. Yeah, these people was devils collective, Capricorn energy. People see materialism. Somebody was doing something like people was bonding. Say for instance, y'all stopped smoking. Like some of y'all could have smoked weed, smoke whatever you was smoking, drinking, whatever you was doing. That put you in devil energy, right? Anything that's an addiction or something like that. It can be social media. It can be anything that you just did. You was overstimulated with. That's this devil energy. You stop dealing with people. Some of y'all could have stopped wearing certain things. Some of y'all could have turned into like minimalist, like you're like, oh, I've been there, done that. Okay, yeah, we used to wear that. Yeah, I don't wear that. I don't care. Because you started to see that it's in you. It's not on you. So keep in mind, when people is insecure, they try to hang with people that look like something. You got to get what I'm saying. Some of y'all have been around money. You done had the change. You done had the glasses. That ain't gonna make you feel. You get what I'm saying? You can go and strip down to everything and still be that same woman, be that same man because you did the inner work. These is the type of people that did not do the work. They got to go and put on a costume to feel some type of way. Oh, I need the chain. I need this. I need that. Somebody's still standing on the block. These people that y'all be sitting up there wanting approval for, and they still standing on the damn block. You getting dressed, buying all this type of shit just to stand on the block. You see them street signs right there. These is the people that y'all be caring about who's saying something to y'all. That damn block. Did you buy it? Did you invest in it? You know what I'm saying? That's the type of energy I feel like some of y'all was battling against. Glutton, people sitting up here, they pride too high. Caught. It's a pride, lust, gluttony, envy. People didn't stay in their lane. They wanted to stay on your lane, wanted to keep on draining the goodness and the greatness out of you. People didn't want you to know which way to go. But look, you leaving their ass right on the block, being dressed up to be with the street sign. Go ahead. And you gonna say like you ain't battling that. You will be the one that come back and own it. Well, operate it. And not in the way that they operated. 1998 can be significant. You in a whole different era of your life. You just separate yourself. You ain't got shit in common with people collective because they won't go nowhere. They're sitting up here on this merry-go-round. You see? Merry-go-round. You just going around getting dizzy. Going around and getting dizzy. Getting dizzy, getting dizzy, getting dizzy. You ain't got to sit there and entertain nothing like that. And if that puts you out as a lame or whatever, so be it. You there to see your kids grow. You there to have children. You there to to maneuver through life without guilt on your hands. Y'all don't look for approval from people that like make it make sense collective. And I feel like this where a whole lot of your people energy coming from is these type of people that's sitting there in that devil energy. The devil. Everybody who came up against you, it could be like a Capricorn, and don't think, oh, it's somebody with a horn on the head. No, it could be low vibrational energy, low vibrational spirit, certain things that you needed to get over. Like it could be gluttony, it can be some type of drugs, it can be sex, it could be envy, whatever this is. Them was weapons that was formed up against you, and believe it or not, it was people that like you in that energy. When you drinking certain things, that's thanks for the balance collective. When you sitting up here trying to get further in life, there's always gonna be one of these. That's no, go that way. Go that way. Oh, I think you should do this. Hey, it look, it's always gonna be somebody that's trying to tell you to go the wrong way. That's why when you go on a self-love, self-care journey, you can hear self. You don't want to be around loudness and your taste is different. Like, to take it back to me, like, I'm like, I don't do club. Like, I used to go to clubs, but I wasn't always a clubber. You know what I'm saying? I was a teen parent. I had my son at 17 years old. So a whole lot of things had to get shut down, So I used to go to clubs, but I wasn't in the club ooh, y'all, my bad. I wasn't in the, I wasn't in the club every week. You know what I'm saying? But that chapter of my life, I didn't have a chance to be all into no clubs and stuff like that. And as I got older, I see why. Because of this energy. Because of this energy. And I always was tapped in. I always been a part of the Toon Squad. Hey, my name's Sweetie. Okay. But ain't wasn't nothing lonely about me. I used to just pick up certain things and certain energy. And I know things can happen anywhere, but why put yourself in certain situations? There's nothing wrong with going to party, look, gatherers and stuff like that. But when you got certain people that's there to throw you off a track, you avoid certain places. So I end up going to visit a poetry lounge, you guys, and that could be something that you guys need to do. Do something different. Something that you didn't used to do. But things happen everywhere. So you always have to protect yourself because you don't know who be in the background playing. You know, all these people was just building. They was building things up against you, and everything that they was doing to you. Your ancestors were seeing it. You protected. You are protected. Just know that any weapon that was formed up against you, it did not prosper. It got dismantled. It crumbled. Some of y'all got them type of powers. Y'all can just take the steel and do it like that. When people was trying to set you up to die, them bullets ain't even see your way. They swoop past you, and bullets ain't got no eyes. But some of y'all that tapped in and that protected, but you don't go and put yourself in the line of fire or in certain situations that you could avoid. See, you could have in the past. That's where they had your story ending. Oh, Collective gonna be dead. Collective gonna be this. That's the story that they projected onto you. That's not the narrative. That's not what you wrote for yourself. That's why you always build something for yourself. Have a plan. I don't care if you gotta scrabble it out and keep going. You create yourself a plan. So won't nobody give you one. Because believe it or not, Collective, you had people in the back that was trying to plan your ending. They really was in the worst ways. And look, you kept going. You kept going. You ain't no weakling. You are not. You see, you climbing. You like, oh, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. And then you like, it takes a lot to keep going like that. It takes a lot. You ain't listening to people down there or you will fall. Like I say, what you looking down for ain't nothing down there. That's why you gotta look up. And that's the problem. People try to pull you down. Only our people, certain people. And it's not to the point. I'm not saying forget about the things that we went through. Because as a whole, we went through some shit. That's how you know how strong you are. But don't block your blessings because sometimes your hater, you get what I'm saying, can be right there. Can be whispering certain things in people's ear. So you keep on climbing, Collective. You keep on climbing. Well, you see, he by himself. He like, I'm climbing. Keep climbing. And as you go, you pull the right ones up with you. And you let the ones like the ego, you let the rest of them fall. They're gonna fall off because the more you evaluate people and you evolve, people gonna fall off. People can't even pass the test. of loyalty, lust. A lot of y'all thought y'all was in love. Y'all was in lust. Y'all thought y'all, oh, that was my friend. That wasn't your friend. Oh, that was my family. No, when you go on this self love journey and that get poured away from your eyes, you see people for who they truly are. Some people don't want to do the work. They wanted you to do all the work, and they was gonna ride on your back like the crow. You checked your ego. What's wrong with other people checking their ego? There ain't nothing wrong with you saying, no, I ain't going. I want to read a book. You left everything that was not serving you. Okay? Yeah, because these people were trying to distendinize. They knew what they were doing, betrayal after betrayal. And this is what I'm saying. Each one of them utensils come from a different party. You got knives. Well, she got knives, whatever these is, dark swords. So all them betrayals came from three different type of people. Couple people had knives. Couple people had whatever them is. When one would have just been enough. Some people betrayed you over and over and over again, and you didn't see it. All these weapons that they formed against you. You see, all them weapons that they formed against you, you still got back up. That sun still came through the clouds and shined its light on you, and you still got back up, and you beat the devil. You looked him right in his face and said, "What up?" Know what they say? A man look another man in his face. You ain't got to be all. You don't look down. You right in your face, eye to eye. You ain't trying to have no snare off with nobody, but you ain't gotta look like that confidence, because people be trying to check your temperature to see how they gonna treat you. Yeah, people that was leaving you out in the cold, wanted to take the things that you built, the things that you worked hard for, was laughing when they thought you went through some type of downfall or something. You see, with this 5 of coins out here, it's snowing out there, and he got on shorts. So people celebrated trying to leave you in the cold. Hey, Kimberly. Y'all know my the phone right here, but I gotta be like, but yeah, you see, people who could have left you, wanted to leave you out in the cold, leave you out of things, don't include you. The reason why they couldn't include you, because they was in the back plotting. The reason why they couldn't clap was because they was a part of the smear campaign and behind your back. So y'all be sitting up here looking for people to celebrate y'all. Y'all done had children. Y'all done got married. Y'all done started businesses. Y'all done did a whole lot of things. Celebrate yourself. I don't care if it was a two party. Did you get that one good friend, couple friends? Celebrate yourself. You don't need the crowds to celebrate you. Thanks for the Balance Collective 1212. Okay? You don't need people, because I'm telling you, y'all see so much jealousy and envy is a disease. And in 2025, a lot of people done caught it by you just being you. How much stuff y'all seeing? Oh, we went on this trip, and a real friend ain't gonna leave you stinking. Ain't gonna leave you out in the cold. We came together, we leaving together. That's how it used to be back, when I remember what the old folks used to say. You came together, you're leaving together. He walking back by himself, doing his people in the beginning. If they left you out in the cold and then made fun of your situations that they put you in, because they was stealing from, stealing your happiness, stealing your peace. Some of y'all gonna sit back. I'm telling you, I'm seeing, I don't know what they call it when they come back and show people, when people, that one angry person, they come back and like around Christmas time. Well, when I was like into Christmas, y'all, I'm not really into certain stuff, no shade to nobody. But y'all know how they come back and they give people a replay of their life. Like, yeah, it was like a Martin scene. I want to say one was like a Martin scene. They came back and just show how mean this person was. Somebody going through that. Like, this is everything that you've done to people. because of your money, because you thought you were better, because this person didn't look a certain way, because this person didn't talk a certain way. Somebody gonna get a recall on life, like a something where their life is gonna be there and they gonna have to answer something. Like they're gonna be close to death. And that can be like through, I don't know how it's gonna come. But they're gonna have to really sit back and see the things that they took for granted was the things that they should have been nurturing. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, they gonna sit back and see just how messed up they are. Like this person was a earth angel. This person was put on your path to pull you out of darkness, and you plotted and planned it against this person that God sent into your life. Like I'm telling you, certain people judgment's gonna be that like they're gonna have a wake up call. It ain't for you to sit up there and teach them. A lot of people gonna lose the things that they worship. The same things that they worship is the things that they went to war for. That's gonna be the same things that took them out. And some of y'all was put on people's path to help them get through, and they treated you like shit. They talked about you like shit. They made jokes about you. They tried to shit on you. They tried to feed you shit, and it was trying to tell you it was chocolate, and it was shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when you really sit back, a lot of people didn't want you to see how much you grew. You was planting seeds. They wanted to play on your confidence. Oh, they ain't never gonna grow. But they was in the back contaminating your soil. They ain't saying what they doing, but they sit up here telling people, collective they ain't gonna happen for collective. But they ain't in the back saying that they're doing stuff to stop your growth. You got certain people that came, like some of y'all got platforms. Y'all very knowledgeable with certain things that you know. It can be in a career, it can be in every which way. Y'all very knowledgeable. You got people that's coming trying to tell you what you're not doing right instead of, do you need some help? If you can't help a man, don't talk about him. If you can't pull that woman up, let her sit there. A lot of people, their mouth is going to get them, is going to get they blessings, they bliss, going to turn into pain because the things that they choose to do and say about people. A lot of people don't even like you, have never even met you, never been face to face with you, but they join smear campaigns to go up against you, and they ain't even know you. They just join in the crowd. Oh, I don't like collective because they braids is skinny. To like just stupid shit. Like there ain't no reason not to like them. Why don't you like collective? Oh, because my cousin don't like collective. Oh, my best friend don't like collective. I know it's loyalty to certain people, but a real friend gonna tell you when you're wrong. Probably don't put you on blast in front of everybody. But when you get to yourself, I'm that type of friend. You know what I'm saying? I de-escalate some things. I ain't gonna try to put you on blast in front of everybody, but I'm like, come on, that was wrong. You know? And that's what real friends should be able to do. That's what real family should be able to do. So that's what having a man or having a good man or having a good woman supposed to do. But some people just too prideful, collective, and that's why they're gonna take loss. They're gonna take losses. Somebody did not want to see how much you grow. It's something someone could have did to you like that, a sip and paint with a twist or something, or maybe you can be going to visit a paint in a twist. Okay. I feel like some of y'all getting older, y'all don't want to be in certain environments and stuff that's like drama. Some of y'all got a drama phobia. You're like, I don't feel like it. I know stuff happen everywhere. Where there's liquor, there's certain things happen. But it's just like some of y'all are maturing where y'all want to be in more mature environments. Like you outgrowing a lot of people, places, and things. Okay. Yeah. Some of y'all outgrowing the lovers in reverse. Some of y'all could have some of y'all biggest enemy was the person who you was loving. Some of y'all was sleeping with the enemy. Two-faced this could be past energy, whatever it is. Some of y'all was dealing with people that never wanted to see you make it. They was the main one farming weapons. Messing with your confidence, messing with your worth. What they say, man is mine, I want to say. playing on your top. Certain, masculine, certain feminine, they don't really love you. They love what you can do for them. It's like when this self-love journey, if anybody sit there and tell y'all this shit is flowers, rainbow, they lying. They lying. Thanks for the balance. 1313 13. Okay. But yes, collectors, this shit is not fun all the time. It isolates you, you pull back from people, places, things. People be thinking you're crazy. No, you just seeing things. Some of y'all clairs be activating. You just be knowing. You probably ain't got all the evidence, but your spirit gas, like, they can talk to you. They like, nah, certain stuff, and you gotta be quiet to listen to that. Yeah, some of y'all was the only people out there on the battlefield, baby. You see how she looking back like, what, my friend? Where y'all at? Girl, they been left your ass. This guy cracking you up. You out there fighting battles and you the only person out there. Some people literally, you see, put you in certain stuff and put you in the middle of stuff with the law, police, authority. This how far certain people went. You out there, certain people could have raged a whole witch hunt. You out there with Sage. They saying you killing people, all types of these the real killers in the back. You should ever like, my Sage ain't doing nothing but protecting me. You gonna say they out here saying like you a killer. They all types of stuff. You like, well, damn, just my Sage. And these be the same people be so righteous, and you just got a little Sage. You just purifying your energy. You on your spiritual journey. Somebody could have lied to authority about you, or some cops could have came up against you. People that was use their authority to do certain things because they chose that they felt as though they could. She out there with Sage. No harm to nobody. You just purifying the energy. And look, you see how she looking back? Like, where y'all at, girl? You fighting that battle alone. And you got through it. You got through it. Because believe it or not, people plant your death. Plant your ending with lies. They planted. Put you in harm's way where you could have been literally shot down. But they thought it was a joke. Certain lies can be the death of people. But that's what they wanted, though. So, some of y'all really could be on this spiritual journey where you're just like purifying your energy. You was tired of going around and around and around in circles. Yep, collective. It's like what I say, take the message out of the mess. That's what y'all see. Y'all the type of people like, shit, you burnt yourself. Shit, I see you just burnt myself. I ain't about to go do it. You get what I'm saying? Some of y'all could have learned like that through life. Like, nah, I see that ain't work out for you. Okay, I don't think I ain't about to sit up there and walk on them nails and your foot bleeding. I seen them nails come right through your foot. Some people will go, I can do it. So like this stuff like that, you didn't have to see. I feel like some of y'all get certain passes because you ain't have to go to the lengths to prove shit to nobody. Like prove you hood, you this, you know where you come from. You know it can go there. You ain't gotta prove it. The only thing you proving is proving stuff to yourself. And when you get to that point in life, you at some form of peace. Because a lot of people be trying to prove that they worthy to some people that don't even know they worth. And you looking for somebody to see your worth in a group of people that don't even know their worth. That's backwards. That's why a whole lot of y'all had to sit to yourself. Yeah. Jail. Temperance in reverse. People these messages was there. Happy birthday, Scorpios. I feel as though your ancestors, you out there watering your garden, doing whatever. Your ancestors always been out there. Always been. You always had this connection. Some of y'all so grounded since a little girl, a young man, young woman. It always been you. It always been you. Some of y'all was so intuitive. You knew these people's skeletons. That's why they wanted to raise war and put an ending. You like, oh, okay, I'm supposed to die. This death season, this Scorpio season. You just having a rebirth. You done seen it before. Yeah, some of y'all could be on this spiritual journey. You got everything that you need. Yeah, justice, divination, Some of y'all can be an oracle, read cards, certain things like that. You can read people's aura. You was doing this since you were a little girl. So little guy. You've been this intuitive little person. Ancestors was always right there, like, no, no, no. You know what I'm saying? Because they were putting you through things because they knew what you was gonna be up against. The scale, look, that scale gotta fall. You see how all these people sitting up there, thanks for the balance collective 1414. You see how these people sitting up here holding that up. This you over here. You so light. You ain't got that much you ain't got that much weight on you. See, these people holding this up, they don't want it to fall. It's gonna fall. Because look, they trying to hold it up. They not balanced. They trying to hold something up that has to tilt. It's gonna fall. And when it's fall, all that shit gonna fall right on them. It's gonna fall right on them. That's why you gotta get out the way. You sitting there, you ain't lonely, baby. You just a loner. To this look like that. For real. You could just be sitting, doing what somebody can like curry shells, like you light your candles, you do certain things, like some of y'all can Oshun energy I'm seeing out here. Some of y'all is your spiritual origin. Okay, that's why the ancestors rock with you. Some of y'all can look, you just be sitting there, you ain't lonely, baby. I'm telling you, you ain't lonely. Look at everything that you need. You like, I see that shit coming. Oh, I see things. Some of y'all been called, like some of y'all can like to paint. You just doing certain things that bring you peace. Okay. You like some of y'all been going against some painting, drawing and stuff. You doing stuff like certain things that you could have done when you were younger that you forgot. Some of y'all could have forgot that y'all liked it to paint, that y'all can make jewelry, that y'all can make candles, like whatever it is. Now I feel as though like a lot of people wanted to attack your spirituality and they didn't get the handbook on spirituality, on the self-love, self-care journey for real. Like with candles, certain things. I always been like a candle person. I get in the bath, I light me a candle. I've been like that since a child. Like I always been like this little spiritual person. Now people thinking, oh, they doing candle magic on that. Some people do. Some people do. But some people use candles and incense to certain things to set the mood, to their day. Everybody that got a damn candle ain't doing no damn candle magic. And some of y'all that fire. You get what I'm saying? Like me. I said these fools sit up here and do candle magic on me. I got too many fire placements, baby. It's just gonna burn off. Like all I do is melt. Melt. You get what I'm saying? You could do ice spells, you could do whatever. I got too much passion. I got too much fire in me. I'm a warming, I'm a real loving person. But I had to get to a point in my life that I had to get a little cold because people will take your kindness for weakness. Just because you a nice person, that don't mean people gotta just treat you any type of way, do you any type of way, because they see your good heart. And with that Leo, see, sometimes I be feeling like it's a gift and a curse because Leo ruled the heart. When you really meet a Leo that done the work, they are loving people. We stand on loyalty. We good-hearted people. But when you do us wrong, like that karma that you're gonna get through life, that ain't got nothing to do with us. Cause we really got holy fire. And you get too close in the wrong way, we can either burn you or keep you warm. Check your Leo placement, leader by nature. And I feel like a lot of check your Leo placement. Some could have happened in Leo season collective. I knew a lot of people was doing candle magic on me. I said, y'all fools, do you all know I got so much fire? Fire, hit it with that fire. I'm like, I feel little stuff, and then the next day I probably, I'll be straight. But I be knowing people do. It's like, because it comes to me in my dreams. I always been a intuitive person. I know who trying to do sex magic on me. Like when I got on this platform, I'm like, it just showed me how to amp my protection up, because this is a platform and it reached all over the world. You don't know who's watching you. You get what I'm saying? Just like when certain people, you don't know who yeah, collective, you just go with the motions. Go with the motions. Go to self, think just go on this self-love journey. Maybe, it's certain things you gotta learn. Yep, going with the flow. See, your intuition popping. Yeah, so it's like you just have to on this journey, like you get called out, like to really like I'm big on self checks. Self checks. When you think of like sir, we in a self check era. You gotta check people out. You gotta check yourself first. Be like, oh dang, did I take that a little too far? Was it me? But when you start to see certain things ain't you, don't be so quick to check off and pop off at people. There's a certain way you gotta handle it. Govern yourself accordingly to the situation because I feel as though that's what people want you to do to get out your body so they can, some of y'all, what they say, y'all were the original crash outs. Some of y'all really was. Y'all was a part of the original crash outs. So it's like people remember that old you. They remember you in that energy. That's that, you know what I'm saying? That's what they be trying to bring you to. They be trying to bring you back to that. That's a part of this low vibrational energy also with the devil. Like people can trigger you and poke you so you can pop off. And at the end of the day, all that is sitting with you. It's people that done certain things to you and they ain't even thinking about it no more. But you being a good hearted person, it'll marinate on you be like, why they do that to me? See, one thing I say over here, you don't diagnose people's problems. Okay, you don't play doctor. A lot of people gonna have issues with you. You ain't there to try to figure out the problem. Oh, why such and such? No, the solution is to mind your business, drink your water, and keep going. Because everything that you can see with your own eyes, spiritually, your angels, your guides protect you from every angle. They synced it. They heard things people were saying when you weren't in the room. See, people don't want to believe. They always be worrying about the things that they can see. It's a spiritual world. You need to worry about the things that you can't. Because that's what you be like, how did collective know I said that? Who do they know? Yeah, your spirit guide seen it. The Most High gave them the go to protect you. It's a lot of people had to get removed out of your life because of the things that they done and the things that they said. And you was questioning, well, why did such and such stop dealing with me? For protection. See, you that ego, you had to fly up there, you was elevating, and they was like death on your back, and they had to fall off. Okay, I'm telling you, sometimes rejection is your protection, and that is so true. Don't be sitting up there mad because somebody rejected you or they didn't think you were good enough. You wasn't on that vibration. And some people was on the low vibration, and you don't sit. You weren't on it. The sun coming out again. You see, somebody could have been like, y'all could have had some type of gathering or something, and then nobody come or something because she looked like she a little sad or something. Stop inviting these sit and chill to yourself. Celebrate yourself, all your wins. Celebrate yourself. That's a nice table back there too, collective. Yeah. I see about 6 chairs. Somebody could be pregnant. This look like he holding her stomach. That's a good, you got 6 friends. You got a couple friends. That's all you need. Yeah. You know, you don't need all that. It's a table for a couple people. And you make sure you make sure they check out too. I feel like some stuff that y'all were, you know, people left you out. It was just protecting you. Yeah, see, look, 9 of coins. It was protection, and I feel like this is with this. Some people didn't follow their intuition. They let other people put certain things in their head how they should feel about you. You don't eat with people and watch who food you eat. Because what I'm seeing is collective the things that The things that you probably could have accepted in the past is like a no go today. So like no, you like, oh, I don't care about not being invited. No, you don't. You probably would have cared in the past. But the reason why people can't invite you and don't want to certain things with you now is because they're part of this smear campaign. See, I feel like y'all are getting so grounded. This is what your life looking like. You look like a lot of acres. This what your life is looking like. You see little children out there, you strawberries, somebody could like strawberries. Everybody can't go with you. You change, you grow. As you grow, as you go, you grow. A lot of people just going and going and going and going and going and they ain't growing. A lot of people can't go with you. Let's tap in over here. I started with the tarot, you guys. Let's see what was going on. Some of these things these folks done to my collective. Somebody could be a rapper. You got this rapper energy. You got this illegitimate mother and father, not married. So somebody could have been dealing with a rapper or something, had a baby by a rapper. That's why that emperor energy came up. Somebody's baby mother could be involved. I really feel like somebody raised war on you, collective. Some of y'all can be into music. Somebody that can be a music artist can be involved in something. What else we got? It says, yeah, this some significant about your residence or something, collective, where you stay. It says sky trap and Anunnaki, ancient ones, wisdom of the sky watchers. Look, y'all got them folks. Ain't playing whatever y'all spiritual journey. Y'all got some. I wish I would. Y'all got some ancient wisdom. That's what I'm getting. Like the mother, somebody could have lost their mom or something, or it's like a mother and ancestor, like an ancestor that holds certain ancient knowledge, ancient teaching, Skywalker watchers. Yeah, the Anunnaki, ancient ones, wisdom of the sky. And that's why I was saying certain things about, see, a lot of people don't believe in like horoscopes and astrology, so be it, but it's certain things, it's certain things that you gonna learn as you go on this spiritual journey. It says uncoupled disconnect. So somebody could be going through like a separation. It said this came underneath of under rapper, so someone could have been like in the industry. Somebody was disconnecting. Somebody could have broke up or something. And I feel as though a lot of people is going through awakening when it comes to rhythm, when it comes to like sound and what I'm getting like you. I feel as though like people is really tapping into vibration. If you don't want, what they say, if you want to have like, if you want to have a certain life, don't listen. If you want love, why would you listen to heartbreaking music? If you want money, why would you listen to shit that's gonna make you broke? So I feel like you can teach kids now through sound and certain things, and it's like a whole lot of stuff gonna fall because it's not helping us grow. Somebody could have like music or something could have been a weapon in your life. Like listening to certain low vibrational things and certain stuff like that, collective. Your taste is just different, You washing your hands with a lot of things. Yeah, not on your watch. Not on your watch. I feel like collective, some of y'all got children or something. Encourage y'all young ones to take their time, like travel, see the world. Don't be sitting up here trying to have children young and certain things and stuff like that. Really encourage if y'all got young adults, like to see the world. This world is too big. Hey, yeah, this world is too big. It says illegitimate mother and father, not married, not on your watch. So some of y'all got little young adult children, and it's like some of them old traditions which our mama used to say coming back up. Like you starting to embrace some of the old teaching and stuff. You like, look, you better look. I ain't don't make me no grandma right now. Go see the world. It's big world. Have fun. Live life. And it's like, yeah, collective. You like you growing, and you just be a prayer warrior over your children. You spirit not only do you spiritually, some of y'all that got children certain age and certain stuff young, they still your babies. I don't care if they 30, 40 years old, they're still your children. Okay? You still put that shield of protection. You still put that shield of protection. It says you bring them joy. Oh, motherland residents. Okay, so it's like a mothering energy that's really like proud of you. This can be like the mothers of wisdom that's a part of your bloodline when you walked on this spiritual journey. Oh, some of y'all come from, they like, I wish you would. It could be like some the mother. I'm picking up like the mothering, like a group. You could have helped like the women. You could have broke some cycles when it came to the women in your bloodline that you were chose, because I see that Scorpio energy with that little girl. So it was like some ancestors was giving you certain wisdom. Yeah, yeah. Some of y'all could have been, yeah, y'all this spiritual journey. Like you really fought this battle. You helped release them. You help them go to, because they say energy doesn't die. It's like you help your ancestors ascend or something. That's what I'm picking up. Some of y'all see, since you was a little girl, they just was getting you ready. A little girl, a little boy. Take what resonate, leave it don't, y'all. But yeah, they were getting you ready. A lot of people could have did something to you around Halloween time with like spell work, because people, when you on this spiritual journey, some of y'all be the new bucks, right? They'll come and you begin, and then like say for instance, y'all got platforms. Oh, they go to work. Okay, they go to work. They sit and they do spell work. Certain people be thinking that you a threat, like you about to come and take their place and certain things like that. You know who you connect when watch certain people, but you got certain people that really dip and dab. They certain, what I'm picking up is a lot of people that's mixing spirituality with their mental illness and they addictions. So you will do a diagnosis. You got a mental illness. You're not spiritually aware. And you know what I'm saying? But you up here trying to guide folks. Because I don't care what nobody say. When you go on this spiritual journey, you break away from certain addictions. You have it. It ain't gonna work. It is not gonna work. And that's why I'm saying, like now, like I used to smoke marijuana. I stopped smoking, like I just cut it off. But and then now I feel like the next one was like my weight, like with my body. And it's like the more I take care of myself, the more I see, the more I can really see things, my dreams be vivid. I can keep up with my spiritual body. And I just feel like it go hand to hand, because we ain't perfect. I done fell off, get back on, fell off, get back on. But it's like sometimes you have to separate yourself. You really got to take it. You really, like, in these times, you got to take it serious. Hey, collective. What does it say? Hey. Yeah, but it says the 9 of coins, right? And I feel like this ancestor knowledge or wisdom that been there for you, and a lot of people try to derail you off of your spiritual journey through like making you feel like you was crazy, you wasn't accepted, you be talking crazy. No, you just was what it say. Um, what is that? CeeLo Green. He say something. Did that make me crazy? Possibly. It's like you weren't crazy. You just think some shit. Hey, I'm just here to tell you, y'all my tune squad. You ain't nothing loony about you. You just in tune. And some of y'all changed the tune. Okay, you changed the station, the channel, or whatever. You like, I ain't listen to that shit. Like you just tune. You in tune. Because like I say, I break down like nicknames and certain things, which I know I don't have the ownership to Tweety Bird. But when I broke down Tweety Bird on a spiritual level, the bird was yellow. Okay, that has a whole lot to do with your solar plexus. And not only did I break it down, I went through, because that's when you children. Make sure you name your children something with, you know, that's my nickname. But that name, people don't. You say my son name, people be like, who? So but if you say my nickname, like, oh, okay, okay, you know, and then I shared names, So when I look at the Tweety Bird, that's your it's yellow. Yellow has a whole lot to do with your solar plexus. Okay, that's your willpower. And I always think on through my life, people used to try to break me, like try to, and then I'm a Leo. It's like I like the name kind of stuck to my energy, stuck to my energy. Then bird that came from my head. Y'all see my head, so I had like a little tootie bird, but yeah, my head not big, like yeah, anyway, but birds are messengers, so I'm like, okay, and I still like on my spiritual journey, I was like, oh, it makes sense. Like, I have a message, I know how to take the mess out, I know how to take the message out of the mess. I always feel like I was always good with conflict resolution. I ain't never said I knew everything, but I knew enough to get me to certain positions in life. But like when you go back and you break down your name and certain things like that, that's why I like yellow. And I always knew I had to have some battles that I had to fight. My willpower. Couldn't sit back and let people like just try to weaken me. Because I was that little. I had to stop. It wasn't that I was running. I used to just get the hell on. Like, dang, Tootie was here. Now she gone. That was just my energy. You see me then, now you don't. And it was just like some of y'all name could be very significant, like your nickname. Like, break it down. Like this self-care journey, your birthday and my life path. I'm a life path one, so leadership by nature. Let me see. I'm a Leo, so that's leader. Like everything, like I feel as though I supposed to been doing something. And when I was in certain energies around certain people, I couldn't do that because people used to try to break me. Then like, and I go back to like things that heal. Like right here, I got into a car accident. I got this big old gash in the middle of my forehead. And then when I went on my spiritual journey, I said, oh, my third eye. So since I was a little girl, they wanted to block, like I had certain energies around me that wanted to block my wisdom, block me from seeing certain things. So when you sit back and study yourself, and you figure yourself out, you don't need approval from people because it took me 30 some years to really embrace who I am. And some of y'all, that's what this journey is all about. It's not all you're going to be crying, you're going to feel lonely. You just got to find your niche and you keep going. And don't be looking for approval when it comes to people collective, because you got to like, I say meet people where they are. You get what I'm saying? And it's your decision if you want to deal with them. You can't make people be something that they not. Stop putting all of your all into people that didn't even show you that they can handle that. So you don't get your feelings hurt. Okay? But whatever these people was forming alliance or whatever it is against you, it didn't prosper. And I feel like it had a whole lot to do with you prospering. They wanted to end your purpose, doing certain things on you on purpose and then saying it's a mistake. No, you was doing that. You did that. You did that. Okay. You tried to ruin collective on purpose because you were in your purpose. Some of y'all in y'all north know you in your calling. So you know your purpose, and people still trying to figure out what is it that they supposed to be doing, and you starting to find flexibility in certain things in your life where you can do what you want to do. Okay. Yes, collective. See, and it's just like it's never you're not a failure. Sometimes when certain things don't work out, you just get back up. You got more experience. I don't mind sitting talking to somebody. Tell me you lost it. How you got it back? Because certain people, they got it, but they're gonna lose their shit if they lose it. So you talking to somebody that lost something and they got it back, they not only do they got more wisdom and more experience because they don't want to feel that way that they felt when they lost it. So that's gonna make you be on your game because you get what I'm saying? None of y'all, not some of y'all getting back in the ring with more experience. Okay? Because you had to be set on the sideline so you can see certain things for what it is. What it is though. What's up? I don't know. Y'all know I got my little boombox coming. don't mind me, y'all. Sometimes I just be having a little song, y'all. But it says offender, a person who has committed a crime. And then we seen that jail card, like people was really doing some things to y'all. Like they wanted y'all out of it. And some of y'all had people that wanted to be you. Like that's some weird shit. I don't care what nobody say. That's the weirdest shit to me ever. Because you could be anything in this world. Why do people want to siphon your energy? That's an identity theft. Some of y'all could have went through identity theft. Somebody could have stole your identity. Yes, you did. You was watching it. Look at y'all. Did you do the stretch? Did you do the stretch, y'all? You must have been on the last one. Yeah, you was. I remember your name. Big comfy couch. Yeah, so you doing your stretches, right? Yes. It says not into bullshit. And that's the thing. You like, I ain't got time. I ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Like some of y'all probably could have enjoyed drama, but now you just had a some of y'all like it's more to life than be sitting up there dealing with people and they BS. You know? Yes, big comfy couch, y'all. Like stretch, whatever it is that you need to do. Make sure you stretching your body. Okay. What else we got, y'all? And I'm gonna pull y'all some letters and I'm gonna let y'all go. It says low worth, high maintenance. Yeah, this was the type. These was the crowd that was coming up. To, just people dressed up and worried more about how they look and stuff, and they ain't doing the work in the inside. So it's like low worth but high maintenance. Then I remember I told y'all that people, oh, you sitting up there with $1,000 this, $1,000 that, $1,000 that, but you like it ain't adding up. You know, you probably could have been that type of materialistic certain type of stuff, but as you grow on this self-love journey, you started to figure out that it's not what's on you, it's what's in you. But that's not saying you don't stand 10 on your appearance, but don't let no material things validate you. I feel like some of y'all had to learn that lesson too. Try to go broke or say you're broke or act like you ain't got it or start doing certain things, you will see how people treat you different. Believe it or not, certain people only hang with certain people because they dress a certain way or they drive a certain car or they this or they that. But you probably could have been around that crowd. Believe it or not, you would be surprised who only wanted to deal with you because you had on buffs or you had like, hey, I gotta call it how I see it. Okay, because well, some of y'all know right. Y'all know my whatever gotta kick in. But um some of y'all could have had like chains, could have had glasses, certain material things. But when you strip God will strip certain things away from you so you can see how people treat you. Would you do they still have that same energy if they can't borrow your glasses or wear your chain or like certain stuff like that? Will people still see you as value if you dress down, if you come in there with a white tee and nothing and some dirty shoes, or would they say, oh, collector fell off? Stuff like that. Test people because believe it or not, a lot of people want to stand next to you because you make them look good. You make them feel like somebody. They haven't really found out who they are. Okay. So when you start seeing certain things for what they truly is, and that this world is just a big ass fashion, some people is a fashion show to some folks, some for real. But like when I started like y'all, I don't know what it's going, but it's like certain people I done seen how feminists do. Like I seen, well, my hometown is Detroit, so glasses and certain things that's in our DNA. All right, certain fashion hey, that's just certain stuff. But as I got older and I started to see how a man can put on a pair of glasses and it's just like the way people will switch up. Once you put them glasses on, baby, it ain't no one like the glasses, certain glasses, not I'm just taking this in a spiritual way. But once you put them glasses on and you see this world for what it truly is, you can't take it off and act like you did. Okay. And that's one thing that I had to realize. I was in this energy before too. The glasses, the this and the that and the this. When you start to just be yourself and certain things don't amuse you no more, you're gonna see a whole lot of people fall off because they was only around you because of what you had or how you made them look or what you look. You know, If a person can sit there and judge you, only your friend because you got on the mink, because you got on some buffs, you got on white sticks, you got on this, what they say, we call it the starter kit. But because you got on, sir, some of us really, and we, that energy gonna stay if we got it on or not, because you a leader by nature. Test people's spirit. I'm telling you, half of people wouldn't even get that damn woman that they got if she wasn't. She do they wouldn't they do anything for the bus, okay? Like that is like a self-esteem booster, you know. The certain fashion and somebody could be into fashion because I don't know where this story just went, but it's just take what resonates and leave what don't. You have to teach your children. You have to teach certain people. Don't follow trends and certain stuff. It's certain stuff. Oh, because you got on Jordans or you got this certain whatever. But as you grow on your spiritual journey, certain shit don't even mean nothing to you no more. It don't mean certain things to you. And then if you lose friends because you ain't dressed in a certain way and you ain't this and you ain't flashing what you got, you know what I'm saying? Doing your friends in the beginning. Certain people just be in the back to set your ass up. That was part of the weapons that was getting formed against you anyway. That didn't prosper. Somebody could have wanted your glasses or wanted your chain or shit like that. When you really tap in and know who you are and you realize it's in you, it ain't on you, your life is going to change. I'm telling you, collective. I'm telling you, like y'all have some snakes in y'all grass. It says inauthentic, fraud, counterfeit. Yeah, you know where I was trying to break down. I was trying to break it down. Yeah, that was Dick Gregory. That was Dick Gregory. We say once you put them glasses on, you can't take them off. But I was using that in a way too, because I started like really like he was talking about spiritual glasses, certain spiritual things. But I used the example far as like I done seen people hold everything switch up. You get somebody some glasses and say, like, girl, calm down. Or dude, calm down. Like, you get what I'm saying? Certain stuff like that. You could tell a lot about people with the things that they go crazy for. And this is like it's some stuff is just in you. You still that genuine person. You still that guy. You still that girl. You get what I'm saying? You just gotta really stand on who you are, and when you realize that people on this spiritual journey, that people was only around you because of how you made them look, was using your friendship and certain things as an accessory. I ain't never telling y'all not to show clean up. Some of y'all clean up real good, okay? I ain't never telling you that, but I just say always pay attention to your environment, because I just feel like y'all have some snakes in y'all grass, and somebody could have been trying to size y'all up. And when I say all the weapons that was formed against you, that's a lot of the things that have been coming up against you in life. But somebody literally could have been trying to put the play down. But I'm just saying, you don't have to flash everything that you got. It's a time and it's a place. When you see certain people as they evolve through life, they like to dress down. Certain people don't even be want what they got, because people be in the back trying to form the weapons. Okay. But once you take certain put them glasses on, ain't no taking them off. When you see this world for what it truly is, you can't go back to sleep. You have the magic glasses. Mm-hmm. Yep. When I start seeing certain stuff, I'm like, oh. And then it's like when we used to go to different places, it's like I didn't mean that. I mean, shit, we've been wearing certain stuff since we was like young. Like it ain't mean that much to us. But when you started to see like certain things, people getting killed and certain like it ain't worth it. Pair of glasses, like I ain't even about to fight you. Here you go. You get what I'm saying? When you start looking at all of the things that was put in your life to bring you down, you will look at this world different. I ain't never telling nobody like to just come out the house any type of way. But when you walk with your head up, you look a man in his eye, you walk with your head up. And if it's not worth fighting for, let it go. I mean, certain stuff ain't even worth fighting for. Certain battles, pick and choose your battles, collective. Everybody battles ain't yours to fight. You know, that's just the world we live in. But that's where I got this from. It says low worth, high maintenance. It's somebody that don't really know their value, but they dress up. You know what I'm saying? He says Psalms 119. I'm gonna have to note that. I'm gonna read that. Let me write that down because You said Psalms 119, because I forget. But I feel like somebody is low worth. They don't really know they value. They whoever, this could have been one of your foes or whoever. They don't really know they value. You know what I'm saying? They put on a costume to make themselves feel like they're valuable because the attention that they get, they dress up like it's like a costume to me. Like somebody is really, it's not, they're not authentic. It could have been somebody that someone used to date or something, or somebody could want to be like a rapper or something. And not no shade to nobody, but it's so many things to be in this world. Like, poetry, you can flow in poetry and everything. I was like, "Oh, okay, look at the poets." You know, it's so much stuff you can like. We done ran out of things to do. It's like don't never let nobody make you feel as though you don't fit in because you chose to do something different. I know we got so many curriculums and careers that we do. We invented every damn thing. Y'all can't find nothing else. I'm not no shade to nobody. But I don't know, like poetry, certain stuff like that. Maybe y'all need to tap into like just your creative energy. Yeah, your creative energy. That's gonna help you on this journey too. Collective. Some of y'all can like the paint. Some of y'all like poetry. Okay, yeah, because it's time to wake up. Wake up. The alarm clock been went off. Big comfy couch. Like it's time for y'all to get off the couch, hit the flow, stretch. You know. So yeah, it's time to wake up. Some of y'all gonna realize that a lot of people was y'all foes. They was y'all hold back in life. They were your FOEs. Okay? You don't want to deal with no FOEs. And the definition of foe, look behind the great book. You will see what foe really mean. An enemy behind your back. That's an enemy. Okay? It says your parents' choice. Yeah, it's the same energy. Some of y'all got like the mothers that like a feminine energy that don't play about you. That could be like a passed on loved one that do not play. They don't play about your collective. Yes, collective. I'm gonna read this. Thank you. Yep, it says real mean different things. So these can be like people that make it seem like they was real, they was loyal to you. No, I feel like somebody loyal to whoever the hell around them. They like a chameleon. Whoever around them, that's who they turn into. And that's the worst thing for a man or a woman to change who they are when certain people walk in the room. You can if you sit back and just watch certain people. If somebody that was in your energy that when certain people come around they change up, they try to downplay people or they like forget who they is, that's a turn off. It says messy is what messy does. Then I say somebody was messy. Y'all have some messy people in your energy. These could be co-workers too, because I've been picking up a whole lot of y'all workplace mobbing. Oh, how you know I ain't hung with you outside of this damn place? How you know me? Because they be in cahoots with the whole gang. They been with the whole what it say with the whole medical mobbing gang. And some of y'all could be in the medical field, but it says medical mobbing. And some of y'all can work in like hospitals, nursing homes. Like your coworkers is not your friend. They just some cool ass people from 9 to 5 or 6 to 6, 7 to 8, whatever you clock in at. And some of y'all that is abundant to have really good coworkers. You cherish that, but you don't go in them damn jobs thinking everybody your damn friend. Cause some of them be a part of the court. They didn't get paid down the payroll too to study. Some of y'all go into certain places and you don't talk and it's something about them. Like I'm here to get $1 and leave. Some of y'all had those weapons that was formed against y'all too in some of these jobs. Y'all read the book. What is the book of jobs? Every time I hear jobs, I think of that. Okay, but some of y'all like you pass certain energy collective. It's yeah, somebody could have leaked personal information. Somebody talk on the down low. And I just said that somebody could have leaked your personal information, like some type of employer or somebody you used to work with. Some people was leaking your personal information. They was forming weapons up against you too. Hmm. Messy is what messy does. Medical mobbing, leak personal information because somebody talked to somebody on the down low that you could have worked with. Oh, baby, when you see how far this little stuff went, some of y'all might have some lawsuits with folks too. Just when all this shit come out on the table, mm, it says, yeah, you need to look into something, collective. Yeah, this healthcare system, whoever work in healthcare, somebody could have went against HIPAA. Somebody could have shared certain information. People did a lot. Someone took pics of you. It says no stamp needed. Yeah, you didn't need nobody to like approval. That's what I'm getting. In this season in your life, you didn't need people approval. You didn't. Like if they wanted to stamp whoever they stamp, let them stamp them. You know, you didn't need a cosigner in your life on this where you going in life. You didn't need a cosigner. It could be something significant about somebody needed a cosigner or co-signed the car or something significant. Take a rest name, leave it out. Yeah, somebody said you was slow. But do you feel the love, collector? Do you feel the love that your ancestors is giving to you? Do you feel the love? You feel the love? You don't be no, I ain't got no feelings, because that's dangerous. Because if you ain't got no feelings, you done sold your soul somewhere. If you don't feel like when people doing effed up shit to people, that ain't good. You just know how to lock your heart. Just say, just you like, I know how to lock my heart, to stop giving people access. It says interrupt to call a disturbance. Yeah. People was planning wherever y'all work, y'all careers, whatever you do, whatever way, whatever you give to the world. People was in the background doing you grease. Dang, this was a blank one, y'all. Yeah, like somebody going through some type of drought, some type of dry spell. They ain't getting it how they used to. They ain't getting it how they used to, collective. It says he liked to play, he liked to role play. Somebody likes to play their role, collective, but it's somebody that like you. I feel like collective love could be on the horizon somewhere, but you got to get some messy folks out your energy. Somebody like to play their role though. Somebody likes to, they like to, yeah, they like to play their role. Yeah, you working on yourself. Now you came up with a plan. Then I say, always have a plan so won't nobody else be trying to control the narrative of your life. Remember, it's his story, her story, their story, your truth. And always remember that. It says talk down to you to your children. So y'all had like y'all life had to go through, you went through some changes because y'all was just getting people was attacking every area of your life, your love life, you as a mother, you as a father, your career. Like, well, damn. That's why it was called for you to, in this Scorpio season, to put an ending to a lot of things. You say, yeah, I look, that's what I say, is that a little activating something? I see the couple, I was like, oh, how you get that scar on your forehead? But I feel like that was something like spiritually that wanted this your third eye that wanted to block your intuition. Like when you look at certain things from a spiritual level, you see certain things. And I was around this age when this happened to me. I was about this size. I was a little girl. hmm It says love to see you smile. Didn't I say collective? then I say it's somebody that love for you to be happy and is genuine. Okay, a lot of people try to take your smile. Y'all, my last video, y'all go watch my last video. I feel like people were doing beauty spells on you. Anytime you get confident, somebody come in and try to, try to humble you. But y'all already humble. See, it be the ones that don't even know themselves that be trying to humble you. You already humble. You already humble. You don't have to bring yourself down for nobody else to feel no type of way. Yeah, shut up, spills collective. Then I say, shut up, spills. Somebody could have been like this. Could be like you could be speaking. People, I wish she shut up. You could just read that energy. Like when you expressing like your that's why you don't be telling everybody what you want to do, whatever your plans is. Some people just want you to shut up. Like, I wish he shut up. I wish he shut up. Oh, here she come again. Here he come again talking. You ain't gotta listen, baby. Do you know what I'm saying? That's a part of a shut up spell. You make them sick. They don't know why. You just make them sick. I don't know why I like collective. They just make me sick. Well, you ain't diagnosing the problem either. No dates. You need to start putting some deadlines on some of the things that you're doing. Put a date on it. Okay. Put a date on it, stamp it, seal it. Okay. Somebody's scared to date. Somebody's scared. Somebody's scared to date. Somebody like, oh, you're like collective. Look. Once you heal yourself, okay, heal before you chill. Right? Heal before you chill. That woman ain't do none of that to you, okay? That man didn't do none of that to you. Give him a break, all right? Give him a break. That ain't you can't bring your past into your present because it ain't gonna last, baby. It's gonna destroy your future. You just take them lessons, take the message out of the mess, okay, and keep going. Don't let because she did you wrong. Don't make your next person pay for that. Okay? Because he did you wrong. Don't make him pay for that. That man ain't do that. That woman ain't do that. And you just if something trigger you, you speak on it and you leave it there. It's about growing it. It's about going and growing. And I feel like some of y'all need to build your confidence back up. Because that's where people are really trying to break you down with your confidence. Some of y'all don't even know. Some of y'all just shut up. Y'all just turned into Smokey. When they gone, I be talking again. Like some of y'all just shut up. Just stop talking to people and stuff. Because it's not that you just like I ain't like it wasn't worth shit. It wasn't worth saying nothing to certain people. You like I ain't got any shit to talk about. You just ran out of words to say. Like some stuff you just like, and you probably could have been a talkative person. That's a part of this shut up. People just projecting. Some of y'all spiritual journey, you start to pick up people projections. When people don't want to hear what you're saying. Sometimes your knowledge burn people's ears. Sometimes you saying something to certain people, it don't register, but let somebody else come and tell them they all ears. That's how it's time to like change the narrative of your life. When you could be speaking to people and just because it's you is not registering, but somebody else can walk up and tell them and they deposit it into their memory bank. When you get around people when it's you that's delivering the message and it irritate them because it's right, but it's coming from you, that's something that's something that's not settled in that person's heart when it comes to you. When your voice become annoying to people or whatever this is. It says you stand, you never fold. Somebody hate the fight that's in you, collective. Yeah, workouts. Make sure you get the working out. Somebody feel like you to know it all. Like you think you know everything. Like I say, I don't know everything. I don't know. I don't know nothing. So like you know what I'm saying? But you know enough to get you by. Things change, people choices change, people they're open. That's their decision if they want to change. People change their mind. got it right. That's why y'all never let nobody just take the wheel of your life and control your life. Because everybody got their own will. Okay. It says they see you in their dreams, overlooking the sea. Look, Alexa, somebody like you. Somebody like you. Some of y'all got love coming in. I love healthy love. I do. I love it. Invite me to the wedding. Okay. Or whatever it is. Okay. It says they see you in their dreams, overlooking the sea. Okay, collective. Work out. And the jokes is on them. So whoever was trying to block love and people showing you affection and just the joke's on them. Yeah. So it's something significant about a little self-love vacation overlooking the sea and stuff. Okay. Because somebody was trying to make it seem like you was messy. You wasn't lovable. But people could have been attacking you so much. It's like they just seem to see the beast in you, because you was, you had to protect yourself. And I can understand that. I can overstand that. Some of y'all feminine, y'all probably scare certain people. Because y'all so used to protecting yourself. It's like then when you get that real person, like, look, you ain't got to do all that. It's just, hey, it's life. It's life, but it makes you stronger. And I just feel like, because I'm learning it too. Like these last couple years, like it felt like I got pulled out of my feminine energy because I just feel like shit. Everybody was attacking me. Like, look, wait, hold up. Who said I was the punk? Nah, like, do I have to go back to that old Tweety? Stuff like that. But I'm like, no, I can't let nobody put me back there because I know the work that I done on myself. It don't matter who don't recognize it. I recognize it. I know that God recognizes it. I know that God see it. I know my ancestors saluted me. So I don't need nobody's approval. I've been through a lot. And if I didn't grow, oh, we have some problems. We really have some problems because I would literally be pulling up on folks, but that still don't give people that still don't give people the right to keep trying to push your buttons because you want to be in what they say your soft girl era or whatever it is. Like I feel like these last few years, I don't know if it was like thank you, collective. Like, yeah, like, but it's like people will keep pushing you because they want that old person. They want you to relapse, go back to the things you used to do. Because people love to trigger you, trigger, find your triggers and point, poke, poke, and just to prove to they friends or whoever that you crazy, that you a pop off, or you ain't changed. You just up there, just talking or whatever it is. Yeah, I'm quick to walk away too now, collective. Back then, we was gonna we was gonna go for what we know. I'm telling you. But now I feel like I got things to lose. I got a young adult. It's like I move different. I think about my child. Like he can't be coming to put money on mama books now. Stuff like that. I always think about my son because he's a young man. I don't want to put him in a situation where he got me and him. He got his father and him. I know he will go there. You know what I'm saying? I don't never want to put him in that situation to have to defend me. So I always try to, think about him before I move, to this day. Now he older. So I feel like it's more to it because he older. He a grown man, he almost a grown man. He's still my baby. But you know what I'm saying? He almost a grown man. I don't never want to put him in a situation where he have to defend me. So I try not to put myself in certain situations, and some of y'all think like that too. I've never been the type of person to put everybody in my business, That's why I'm like, if I can de-escalate this situation, if I can walk away, I'll do that. But don't never get it twisted. The dog's still in me. It's like, but it's only, certain stuff. But collective, I just feel like you did it, y'all did it. Like you gonna meet your soul tribe, y'all. And I feel like get outside, get connected. Like this phone stuff has like it's disconnecting us with like the really knowing people, really embracing like knowing people. Get out and do different things. Like I'm in Texas now, y'all. I don't did stuff that I probably wouldn't do, if I ain't had people with me and stuff like that. But now I'm starting to like, do little stuff and just coming out of my shell and stuff. Thank you, collective. Yeah, and I feel like y'all gonna meet y'all tribe. You check the vibe though. You check the vibe. You check the vibe, but God gonna put the right people in, on y'all path. And they played themselves. Whoever that was in the background doing certain things to you, collective, they played themselves. Let me get y'all a couple more messages. Then I'm gonna get y'all some letters. Then I'm gonna let y'all go. So how long we been up here? Okay. It says, they did not put in. They did not put in, collective. I feel like you get what you put in, you get what you put out. And somebody did not put in. Yes, vibe checks. Yeah. Somebody did not put in. They didn't put in on this. They ain't put in on this, but they expect to get certain things out. Somebody could be from Nevada. What else we got? It says, take advantage, take care of them. Somebody wanted somebody to take care of them. They was taking advantage of you. Yeah, somebody could be in a cult. A cult. It says to keep secret or shut off from view. So yeah, some of y'all had occultists. Y'all came across certain spiritual group that was occultist. Some of y'all can practice certain occult knowledge and certain things like that. But that doesn't mean you're in a occult. Some of y'all been here. Y'all done seen it. Y'all done it. Y'all remembering it. Y'all, hey, yeah. So it's a certain cult could have been doing certain stuff to y'all. Somebody that people created their own damn cults, two or more, your foes. Okay. It says bankroll, supplying of money or funds. They count your pockets, collective, but you pay attention to your spending also. Okay. It says tacky, lack of style. Look, did I say something about somebody dress or something? You look because you probably a minimalist or something that you're doing. Some of y'all is starting to step into like nomad living. Like you got your book bag, you got your carry on, you catching flights, you doing what you're doing. So you can't bring a lot of that baggage with you, So you probably like me. I know I may be in a different space, so I'm not about to bring my whole everything. Like I'm gonna get my bag. I'm gonna go with the flow. I'm gonna keep it moving. So it's something if somebody could have tried to attack your appearance, like what you wear, I wouldn't dress like them. Like make it make sense, collective. Okay. It says seeing the world. It says see the world. So much more to see. Yeah. But I say after this little whatever going on, y'all join my travel club. After whatever they got going on, because we ain't got time to be playing with nobody. So we ain't got time to be going nowhere and be, we don't know if our passport's going to be worth certain things. They might do a no-fly zone. We got to just pay attention. Pay attention. Follow the money. Y'all remember, follow the money. You always follow the money. Look, it's always follow the money. Okay, it says flip to become very angry. See, this is what they wanted you to do. Somebody wanted you to flip out. It's like they wanted you to flip out. That's what this conflict spell was. Yeah, collective. They was working overtime. Overtime. They wanted you to flip out. Somebody wanted to be justified for whatever it is that they were doing. Like you were crazy. I'm telling you. I seen that card. Well, I put it back. Y'all seen that conflict card when we first came out here. Yeah, that was a conflict spell. Anger. Like, yeah. Somebody just wanted to keep poking you. It says seeing you happy brings them down. Then I say somebody didn't want you to have love or something. Seeing you happy, if that ain't America's most insecure, seeing you happy bring somebody else down. Seeing you happy makes somebody sad. That's fucked up. I'm my bad. That's messed up. That's messed up. That's why you was called to sit and chill to yourself. Because you was messing with some insecure folk. It says too rich, no how. So somebody could be well off, or somebody that was attacking you could have money. Okay, someone name could be Nick, super ego. Yeah, somebody got a big ego, collective, and they said, yeah, somebody got a he got a big ego, and not the ego I'm talking about, but yeah, another ego, but somebody got a big ego. That's why that recall gonna have to walk them through life. They gonna get a reality check somewhere because somebody got a big ego. So I'm gonna pull a couple of names for y'all. I got my names. I sit down with my Scrabble pieces, and I sit down with my Scrabble pieces, y'all, on certain days. That's how I get my names. You know, I sit down and I just see what names come out. So yeah, that's how I get. And sometimes if I go out and I see like, and I keep seeing certain names, I jot it down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because money can't buy you morals and certain things. Certain things money can't buy. You know, and when people just certain ways, you know. Let's see what names we get. But that's how I get my names, you guys. I use the Scrabble pieces. If I see certain, like yesterday I went in the gas station. They had the name plates. It was a whole lot of people name on there. So I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, I just get my names when I'm out and about certain things like that too. So take what resonate, leave or don't. We got Jeremiah. Someone name could be Jeremiah. Someone name could be Jasmine, London, Sean, Nick. Let's see. I'm gonna pull y'all a couple now. Brooke, Dante, Tiana. We got Bobby Christina energy. Someone that could be Bobby or Christina. Elton. Let me get two more. Well, three came out. Joshua, JP, PJ, JP, and Lee. Okay? Them the names we got, y'all. And I'm gonna pull y'all some letters and then I'm gonna let y'all go. See what word we got. Let me see. Remember, you limited on fucks to give, collective. Use them wisely. I try to keep it clean. I try to keep it cute, y'all know. I bought me some F's to give because sometimes you just gotta tell people to F off. Leave it alone. You ain't gotta be all disrespectful or nothing. Okay? But you limited on F's to give, so you got 4 out here. Remember them 4. That's the 4. You have 4 foes. I really see that. You see? Okay, so you got somebody could be 48. These numbers can be significant to y'all. 48, 40, 40, 48, 48, 40, 38, and 49. So these can be somebody ages. This can be 1949, 1948, 1940, 1938. I'm picking up like ancestors also out here. These can be somebody ages. These numbers, y'all can just see these numbers. Take what resonate, leave what don't. Okay? Don't let it marinate. 38, 40, 48, and 49. It ain't never too late, no matter how old you are. Okay, collective? We got, yeah, just try. I love it. I love it. You try. You try. And that's all your ancestors ask you to do is to try. Okay? You try. And they sing that. Try. So someone name can start with a T, a R, or a Y. And you people just was trying to try you, you know? But you pull back, and long as you try and you put effort into whatever you do, the Most High got you. You try. You ain't lazy. You ain't like you really do what you do. You ain't playing out here. You try. You always put your foot forward. That's why they always got your back, because you be trying. And a lot of people was trying you. Yep, with the blank. So we got TRY. You true. And your ancestors, they sent your cries. Because we can use that blank for everything. Y'all can write the letters down and get what words you get. TRU. You stayed true. You stayed true. It's your truth, remember? It's his story, her story, our story. And the truth. So you keep trying, you keep going. If you fall, get back up. And it's what else we got? Yeah, you cry. It's something significant about you crying that your ancestors, it's different when some of y'all cry. That ring the alarm, like them tears be collected. Okay, so when you were you crying? Was somebody crying about something? I feel like somebody made you cry. And that's like boom, 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 boom on God's door when some of y'all cry. Them ancestors don't take that lightly. They got to come down here. Who did it? Who did it? Where they at? Okay. But you keep trying, collective. Yeah. You ain't got to cry, baby. But don't hold it in. If you just feel like you got to cry sometime, cry. Hey, that's a part of you being, you still being connected to your heart is still good. Okay. But you tried and you did your best. And your ancestors say, they got you. Because you be trying. But a lot of people was trying you, baby. They was trying you. So let me give y'all a oracle, and I'm gonna let y'all go. I want to do this. Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all two. Okay. I'm gonna do the bird one because with the crow. Honor yourself on the bottom, collective. Get out. Okay. Step back. It says you are being called to keep your distance so you can see the factors clouding your judgment. When you step outside the situation, you can uncover the truth hidden beneath the surface. Okay. So didn't I tell you? Some of y'all was told to step back so y'all could see some things clearly. It says refocus. It says when the target become blurry, the universe reminds you to refocus and reconnect with your original intentions. You are called to clear away distractions and concentrate on what truly matters. It says with clear focus, the path ahead will also become clear. So yeah, people's trying to cloud your judgment. You got to refocus, and step back so you can see some things. Okay, collective? And I'm going to give y'all one from this, and then I'm going to let y'all go. My little birdie said. But those were two, yep. So step back and refocus. Step back and refocus. Let me get y'all a little bird message. Can I get one? Okay. The condor, it says, holding the highest vision for your life. You now possess the ability to move past any hindrance. Okay? But that's what I got for y'all, collective. Thank you. Remember, take what resonate. Leave what don't try to make nothing fit into your space that don't. These were not personal readings, but if you guys would like a personal reading, I'll let y'all know when I'm doing personals, okay? Remember, the things that you can change, walk towards change. The things that you can't, ask for serenity. And I wish you guys nothing but the best, and I hope everybody leave here better than you came. Peace.